What's good, English fuckers and Welsh fuckers? Today is Monday. I missed 2 weeks of vlogging because I was going to make a baby shower video. But for that 1 week I was going to make that one video, but the day was just crazy. It went really well. I was so glad and so grateful. I'll explain more detail in another day. But today is Monday. I've just got home from work and baboosh. Motherfucking PS5, baby! Spider-Man edition, you know. I don't know why I'm talking like that. But the fucking game isn't out until the 10th of October, so this is going to be like a really expensive mantelpiece for a month, almost 2 months. But I'm glad I got it. You know, it is what it is. I wanted it for a long time. I wanted it before they even knew they were going to make it. So I'm happy I got it now, like, you know, but god damn, it's expensive and I probably won't play any other game but Spider-Man on there. But that's what it is. So I'm driving to Wales today, doing a quick video, and I'm talking fast because I need to go to the toilet. But that's what it is today. I want to get this in quickly. I've also got a rush today because I've got to go to the garage and it's a whole thing. But that's the morning of today. Thanks, bye. Let me introduce you to the sad reality of being an adult, which is to say, you have everything you wanted as a kid, but you have no time to play any of it. Xbox, PS5, Pokemon Switch, and Splatoon Switch that I brought for Meg. Everything you want as a kid, and no time to play any of it. Woo, what's good? We just spent about an hour and a half in the hospital. Oh, it's Tuesday, by the way. We spent an hour and a half in the hospital. Baby's all good, baby's alright, happy, healthy, and even waved at us when on the scan he was. So that was nice. Yeah, so it was Tuesday. We spent our day so far. Woke up and gone to the hospital for fucking 2 hours, which is great. Lunch, and then we'll probably go for a nice walk later when it's a bit cooler because it's goddamn motherfucking hot as hell up in yeah. But that's what it is. I think Wednesday or Thursday I'll tell you about the baby shower and then put pictures in from the baby shower because I didn't actually film anything really from that day, so I'll sort that out then. But yeah, so far, what is it, 1 o'clock on a Tuesday. Well, I can't really see fuck all. I think it's actually the same place I started recording last time, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're back here again in Bryn Yeah, beautiful day for it. Walking along the lake with a pregnant lady. Hormones are high. She looks like she gonna punch me. But yeah, lovely day. Get home later, do some cooking. Otherwise, chilling. No one say that. Yeah, no, beautiful day. I'll throw in some pictures I taken from the day. Like, got some ones worth throwing in. I don't know. Fucking people around again, so I better go. Weird as fuck, just filming yourself like this. Who the fuck does this? Fuck. Right.
For you every time I try to resist, you can get away. Come chase beach views and every day.
Ooh, I'm going to be dying while I record this video because I turned the fan off. You see how red face I am? It's hot as hell. It's like at 11:30 at night and it's still warm as hell. But today's Wednesday. I didn't film today. It's been a bit of a nuts day. We chilled in the morning. Then we went out to, God, I'm red. We went out to the carpet shop. We're looking for a new floor for Meg's mum. And then we went to Asda's, picked up a changing mat, so that's exciting. And then we come home, chilled for a little bit, and then I drove home from Wales. So I got back at like 8:30. So today's just been gone in an instant, like it's been mad. But I want to tell you about the baby shower, which went really well. We had everybody that you know counted there for the most part. There's a couple missing, but yeah, it was really nice. I'll throw in some pictures now. You like that shit? Baby shower day, baby shower ready. Gonna set up all the food now. It's a good day. Have everybody here celebrate the baby's life. You like that shit? Yeah, a really nice day. Nice day, family all around. The baby was spoilt to hell, which is, you know, awesome. Thanks for everybody for the gifts and for turning up. Spent a good bit of money on the food, but it all went, you know. We had like a tray of sausage rolls, and other than that, like, people were taking what they wanted. I said, crack on, take the food, because we ain't gonna eat it all. And yeah, it was a really, really nice day, a nice celebration for our baby. So that was that. But yeah, that's Wednesday. I gotta think up some stories from my life for tomorrow. I'll be working, and then 4 days then, you know, till Monday, and start a whole new week all over again. But yeah, I'll work on that, so I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, there's just been a mad fight or something kicking off over at the pub. I'll throw that in, it's just audio because it was so dark outside and there's a fucking tree in the way, but there's a pub across the road. But I might as well throw that in because it's, I mean, it's kind of brutal, but I'll throw it in.
Don't make me fucking James, that's it! Don't fucking fuck off!
That's my fucking brother, you cunt!
Fucking tell you! Get the fuck on me! Get the fuck on me then! Behave yourself! Oh, behave yourself! You fucking prick! I'm gonna get you in the head! Behave yourself! Behave yourself! James, get out! Right now, you stop! James, you stop sweating! Fuck off! This is ridiculous! You hate me as well! 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 Fuck off! Get the fuck up!
You mess my fucking...
Fuck! You hate me as well, you cunt!
Come through!
Yeah, that was mad. You get that shit all the time when you live across the street from a pub, apparently. Yeah, I don't know, mad. But yeah, thanks for watching Wednesday, and I'll see you on Thursday, hopefully less red-faced. So take 2 and action. Some kids screaming next door, so I had to redo this. So it's Thursday today. I'm gonna tell you a little story that I was remembered when I was trying to think of something to say for a story today. So I must have been about 11 or 12, I think, and we were at school and there was like a me and say, I don't know, 3 or 4 other people maybe, and we got like word of this like gypsy camp where it was a little bit out of town where we lived. And it was basically, I remember it being like a big warehouse type of deal off in the distance, and then there was like a big bit of land all around it, and there was a fence you could get through that was like, the fence had a hole in it, and me and these guys, some of us cycled. I don't think I cycled, I think I walked, but 2 people cycled maybe, and we went down to this gypsy camp, and little did our parents know, probably still don't know to this day, and we entered into this gypsy camp, and we walked through. We didn't actually get to the building. We figured they were out. I think maybe like we didn't see their car. I don't know if they had cars. There was some sort of indication that we knew that we were out. But we went into this, through the fence and into the field and towards the building, stopping short before the building, and I think me and a couple of others, we then got cold feet and we're like, nah, we're going back. So everybody then went back, and there was 2 people, I'm pretty sure there's 2 of them, the 2 that had bicycles. I remember they went back in after we all come out, and I think they must have took their bikes. Maybe they were figured they were gonna cycle through and be fast and not get caught. And so we stood outside. They went back in. We just stood outside by the hole, and I don't know what the indication was. Maybe we heard someone shouting or something like that. But we ended up coming to the realization that they got caught in there, like the gypsies or whatever. They come back, and our two friends that were inside, they got caught. And so we, being kids, we just legged it. We didn't know what to do. We just ran for the hills. And this was like a time before phones. So we didn't be like, yo, you okay? Like we couldn't do that. So it was like the next day at school, and it turns out they got trapped in that camp, like with the gypsies or whatever. They come back and caught them in there. They tell the story that this gypsy man, he had this like big ass machete and he was fucking chasing them, like, and I guess they were cycling away. At some point, I don't know how it totally happened, but I think they must have ditched their bikes to escape, because I remember them saying that they climbed over a fence or under a fence or something like that. So they must have ditched their bikes and just like running for freedom, basically. What went through my mind is I'd be dead, right? I wouldn't be telling this story right now, because if I'd get caught by that gypsy dude, I was like a little fat kid back then, so there's no way I would have scaled that fence or went under that fence, whatever it was that needed to be done to get out of there. There's no way I would have been able to do that. I remember thinking then, God damn, it's a good job I didn't go back in, because I would not have got out. I would have been trapped in there, and I would have been gone, and I would have been fucking cooked. So, and obviously then the gypsies that had these kids' bikes. But I believe like one of the kids' dads, he said to his dad, and his dad went back down there and apparently retrieved their bikes for him, so no harm, no foul. But God, it's like a silly little story I just thought up from thinking, you know, what can I tell today? But that always stuck in my head, like what I would have done. I would have been trapped in there, and I always wonder to this day what would have happened to me if I went back in and got trapped in there, you know. This is the kind of shit you do as a kid. You get into all kinds of fucking scrapes and mishaps and just tomfoolery. Yeah, I've got another story similar. Maybe I'll keep it along the same lines of stupid shit I did as a young boy. So maybe I'll tell one tomorrow. I thought of another one earlier too, but I didn't feel like it was a story where that'd be like when I'm down, do my last story kind of thing. But maybe I'll keep it along the same lines as stupid shit I did as a kid, because I think of two things right now, as long as I remember them tomorrow, that I did around the same age. I was just a little asshole. So yeah, I think I've got some stories for tomorrow. So it's going to be hours for me, but it's going to be seconds for you. So I'll see you then. Bye bye. What's good, guys? It's been hot as fuck all day here today. I've just been sweating in this little tiny room at work playing Pokemon for my new YouTube series where I play all the Pokemon games. I don't know why I'm doing it. I must be, I don't know. Anyway, today is Friday. It's late. It's dark outside. I just forgot to vlog all day today. I don't know. But so the story today, I think I must have been maybe 10. No, I must have been a little bit older. Maybe 11. And I remember my parents, particularly my mum, would always sort of wrap me up in cotton wool. I was always overprotective, as parents do. I can now see why. Being a baby on the way, I'm already protective as her. And he's not even born yet. But I'm kind of a free spirit. I don't know. Even as a kid, I never really scared of nothing, and I wanted to be able to go to town by myself, which was like from where we lived, maybe 15-20 minute walk down the main road. And she never did let me. So I made a plan to like run away from home, and what that entailed was I remember I left home and I went to town with my friend, who I'm going to tell a story relating to tomorrow. he lived in town, so I just hung out with him, and his mum was like, "Yeah, you can stay here, whatever." Like, all right, sweet. It only took a couple of hours, and then I remember them texting me a lot, so I must have been a little bit older, because I didn't have a phone in the previous story. So yeah, maybe I was like 12. I remember they texted me a whole bunch, and eventually I told them where I was, and they came to get me. But in doing that, they at one point says, "Oh, it's just because of the Doctor Who figure," and it was, I don't know if I'd seen it in the shop, maybe I did, and I was a spoilt kid as a kid. I think that's how our parents showed that they loved us, was spoiling us and buying things. So I thought, oh, this is a good idea. I got a hook. So I was like, yeah, it is about the Doctor Who figure. That's why I ran away. And they said, well, if you come back, then we'll buy you that figure. I thought, boom, got him, right? So, oh yeah, I'm here, come pick me up. And they came pick me up and got in the car. So we're gonna get that Doctor Who figure? No, I did not get that Doctor Who figure. And I think then, like, once I was home, they locked the doors and took the keys, so there was no escaping them. So I was like, right, I'll run away again then. And they're like, no, fuck you won't, you know. Stupid shit you do as a kid. I don't know. Stupid shit I do as a stupid kid. Is what it is, you know. But yeah, that sticks out of my brain for some reason. I don't know why, but that's stuck with me. But that's what the story was for today. So thanks for watching. Moral of the story: don't be spoiled, little brat. Don't run away from home, and show your parents some respect. But that's today, Friday. Thanks for watching. Peace. What's good? It's actually 11:30. So, this story isn't too spectacular or amazing, but I'm keeping the theme of stupid shit when I was young. So, I think I was about 10 this time too, and because I was a little shit, I got big into like shoplifting and stuff, like sweets and stuff. Because I was a fat ass too, I just was nicking sweets, of course. And I just remembered a story for tomorrow along these same lines actually. So this is great, telling stories I remember out of a shit. And I had a friend who lived near like a petrol station. It's actually the same friend that I broke into that bunker with. And I remember one day we went and like nicked all these sweets in the garage, and he stashed all of his under the bed, and like I said, because I was a fast, I ate all mine. And then it might have been the same day, might have been later the day. I remember he lived on a bottom floor flat, and I was in with like the wrong crowd. I was hanging out with like people that were like 15, 16, 17, and it was their idea, I swear. They told me to basically unlawfully enter this guy's flat. He lived on a bottom floor flat, and his bedroom window was open. So they gave me a leg up. I climbed in. I nicked all the sweets from under the bed. It's kind of like Robin Hood. I'm stealing from the stealer to give to myself. I remember I nicked all the sweets, and I also, his mum would smoke what I now know was hash. His mum would smoke hash, so that was in like a little tin. So I grabbed that too, and climbed back out of the window to that other guy that I was sort of friends with at the time. And I remember we sold, me and a third guy now, a different guy to the one I was with originally, we sold this little bit of hash for a $5, which we were supposed to have split down the middle. I was supposed to get half, which should have rightfully all been mine, but I never did. See that £2.50 for that bit of hash. But yeah, stupid shit you do as a kid, I don't know. Like I said, that was a little story I remembered yesterday when I was telling the story yesterday. I'm stupid tired and I'm stupid, so I need to go stupid sleep. But yeah, that's what it was today. So thanks for watching this short one for Saturday, and I'll see you in a couple of seconds on a Sunday. Bye bye. So it's Sunday. This whole vlogging thing, and on the camera especially, is new to me. I've just been putting the video together. I ain't got much space on my laptop, so I put the video together, and then I delete the videos so that it's got room to export the video. And then I realised after I've deleted them that there's a couple of graphical glitches in between, like swapping the clips, because of my stupid video editor that I paid for. And the audio is terrible when I was walking around at the park. I'll try and subtitle it, I'll try and clean up the audio, but failing all of that, I don't know what I was saying, but I did say that I would show you a couple of pictures from that I took that day. So if the pictures just seem like they're randomly, haphazardly slapped in there, then that's why, because I said in that day that I would include them, the pictures I took. So it's a thing. It's a thing. But it's a little short story today, so I can get this video on the laptop and then get the video edited. As you well know by now, if you don't know already, I had a very misspent youth, and I was a little shit. And as I mentioned yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I did quite a lot of shoplifting from supermarkets and that sort of thing. And I mean, I would call myself an entrepreneur, to be honest, and some people would call me a thief profiting off of nothing. But what I used to do as a kid, say like year 7, I was the chewing gum man. I would go into supermarkets and steal stuff, particularly chewing gum, and people would be coming up to me all day asking for chewing gum, and everybody was like that at school all day, not knowing where they got the chewing gum from. I think a couple of teachers did question me actually, as far as to why I always had chewing gum I was giving out. But yeah, so I would even like have like a list of people, so I'd go in there with like a shopper list, and then I would sell them then to those kids at school. So like with their lunch money, they would give me their lunch money, and I would be like, alright, here you go, here's the thing that you asked for that I nicked from the shop for you. And this went on for a good while, which is actually a shop that I later started working in. For the most part, I nicked from everywhere. But yeah, so like people would ask me things specifically, and I'd steal them and sell them to them. Going into the shop before school, my school bag. I remember I had a friend that I would like have a handful of stuff, and I'd give it to him, and then he would have a handful of stuff, give it to me, and then I would just cram it all into his bag real quick, and then he would do the same for me, cram it all in my bag real quick, the school bag, and then we'd leave, and like nothing ever happened, you know. But yeah, I would sell sweets and things that I'd stole on the playground. So that was that. Yeah, you don't know why you do these things as a kid, but you do them, and then you laugh at them later. Luckily nothing ever come of it. I do have a story actually from when I was caught shoplifting. It didn't happen many times because I thought I was the best at shoplifting. I caught twice, I think. But yeah, that was that. So thanks for watching this vlog, even though it's graphically glitched and audio's shit in some parts. I appreciate you watching, and I'll bear it in mind for the next time and try and fix the audio. Maybe get a microphone that connects to the camera or something. But that wraps up this week, so thank you for watching, and I bid you goodbye.